All right, find your way to seated, comfortable cross-seated position. Sit up nice and tall and allow your eyes to close. Just allow yourself to settle into your body. Allow the heaviness of your body to weigh down into your mat. And as you sink down into your mat, feel a sense of lifting and levity of your spine. As the crown of your head grows to the ceiling, the space between your vertebrae expands and grows. Finding the balance between the rootedness and the weight, and the lightness and lifting and levity. Call your attention to your breath. And when you draw your attention to your breath, naturally, your breathing will begin to deepen and lengthen. And begin to slightly close through the back of your throat, activating an Ujjayi pranayama. Your victorious breathing. Take a breath in and sweep your arms up towards the ceiling. Gaze up. Exhale, twist to your right. Bring your right hand behind you, left hand to your knee. Gaze over your back shoulder. Inhale through center, reach both arms up. Exhale, twist to the other side, gazing over your right shoulder. Again, inhale through center, reach up. Exhale, twist. Inhale through center. Exhale to the other side. Okay, take it through once more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, find your twist. Inhale to reach. And exhale to twist. Inhale, come through center, reach your arms up. Exhale, just fold forward, bowing forward. Let your head relax down between your arms. Inhale, lean back, float your arms and legs up into boat pose. Exhale, take your right arm back, gaze back to your fingers. Inhale through center. Exhale, take your left arm back. Inhale through center, lift your legs a little higher. Exhale, cross your legs, plant your palms and step back to downward dog, planting your hands to the top of your mat. Let your hips go up and back and your head relax down between your arms. Keep up your Ujjayi breath. Inhale to lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step your feet forward or hop to the top of your mat. Breathe in and flatten your back, gaze forward. Exhale, fold, round out your spine. Press into your feet and inhale, come right up to stand. Sweep up, grab your left wrist. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Let your hips go the opposite way. Inhale, up through center. Reach up tall. Exhale, bind your hands behind your back. Inhale, lift your heart and gaze up. Exhale, hinge from your hip crease. Fold forward. Let your head relax down. Release your hands at the bottom and inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back and lower to the bottom of a push-up, chaturanga. So your elbows are bent. Chest is lifted, belly braced. Inhale, peel up into upward dog. So your thighs are lifting off the floor, just your hands and the tops of your feet root down. Exhale, lift your hips up and back into downward dog. And take 5 deep breaths here. Adding a little bit of music into our flow. There we go. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, step forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, flatten your back. And exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Take one side bend to each side with your breath. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands bind behind you. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Inhale, release your hands, look forward. Exhale, step or hop back to chaturanga. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, hips up and back, and breathe. Inhale your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, step or float. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, back. Inhale all the way up. Take your side bends, right and left. Come through center, bind behind your back. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or spring back to chaturanga. Flow through up dog, back to downward dog. Again, 5 breaths. Inhale your heels. Exhale, step or float. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, right up to stand. One side bend to each side. Bind. Lift. Hinge. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop back. Elbows bent, chest lifted. Roll over your toes, breathe in. Breathe out to downward dog, 5 breaths. Last round here. See if you can move through at the pace of your breath, maybe without looking at the video. From your downward dog, inhale, come forward to the top of a push-up plank pose. Exhale, lower down to your elbows, forearm plank. Brace your belly. Press your elbows down, shoulder blades spread apart, so you're not sinking down into your shoulders. There's a lifting of your shoulders away from the floor. Breathe in. And breathe out, lower down to your knees. Walk yourself back, finding child's pose. Pause and breathe. So coming up out of child's pose. Lift your hips up and back into downward dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or hop to the top of your mat. Breathe in to gaze forward and breathe out to fold. Bend your knees, sit back. Inhale, sweep your arms up into chair. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Inhale, bum goes back, fingers graze the floor and reach up. Exhale, dive down over your legs. Take a breath in, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your palms, step or hop back. Chaturanga, or if that doesn't work, you can come right down to your belly. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, peel your hips back to down dog and step your right foot forward right away. Stay on your back toes. Inhale, reach both arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, take your right arm back, look back to your right finger, squeeze your inner thighs, belly in. Inhale, catch your right wrist as you ground your back foot and side bend deeply to the left. Sky archer. Exhale, windmill your hands to the floor, step back, flow through your vinyasa, maybe knees come down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, your hips up and back and step your left foot forward. Inhale, reach up, crescent. Exhale, open arm twist. Ground your back foot, catch your left wrist. Inhale, pull. Exhale, windmill down, step back, flow through, return to downward dog. Pause there and breathe, and notice the heat that's building up in your body. Take a couple more breaths here. We'll add some music to our flow, giving ourselves a little more energy. And don't be afraid to flow at your own pace, not necessarily at my pace or with me. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, come to the top of your mat. Wave your spine with your breath. Then we always begin in chair pose in our Sun Salutation B. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands to heart center. Sit back, inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale for length. Exhale for strength. Step back and lower down. Inhale your heart. Exhale, hips up and back. Right foot steps forward. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open arm twist. Catch your right wrist. Inhale, pull. Exhale, vinyasa. Repeat with your left leg. Crescent lunge. Open arm twist, sky archer, vinyasa. Take as much time as you need in downward dog before you begin that whole flow again in chair pose at the top of your mat. Challenge yourself, maybe not even to look at the video, just do it at your own pace. Again, chair to Samasthiti, back to chair. Vinyasa. On each leg, starting with the right, crescent, open arm twist, sky archer, vinyasa. Keep moving through this flow. Take out the vinyasas if it becomes too much. Feel free to slow it down if you want a little more time in the postures. Again, it's crescent, open arm twist, sky archer. Can we go one more round through the flow? The answer is yes or yes. We start in that chair pose, nice and strong through your thighs, strong through your core. And every single posture. Finish off your left side. We'll meet once again in a forearm plank. Elbows down. Belly embraced. Braced. Take 3 more deep breaths here. Elbows pressed down. Squeeze your inner arms towards each other. Feel that little vibration that you got going on in your core. And then exhale to release down. Just come down to your belly. Slowly plant your palms underneath your shoulders, curl your toes under. Exhale, press yourself up to plank and down and back to downward dog. Inhale, send your right leg high to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your knee behind your right wrist, right down to the floor. Take a breath in and lift through your heart. Exhale, hinge from your hips, folding forward. Press into your palms. Inhale, back up to 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring your knee into your nose and step your foot forward between your hands. Inhale, swim your right arm way up and overhead. Exhale, nice deep prayer twist. Push into your palms as you come to the toes of your back foot. Inhale, coming up through reverse revolve. Right hand slides down your back thigh, left arm up and overhead. Exhale, windmill your hands back down to the floor. Step back and flow through your vinyasa. Return to downward dog. Start again with your left leg. Inhale, send it high. Exhale, bring your knee behind your left wrist. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, come right back up to 3-legged dog, left leg to the ceiling. Exhale, knee in, step forward. Inhale, left arm way overhead. Exhale, prayer twist. Push into your palms, come to the toes of your back foot. Try to get your thumbs to your sternum. Left hand slides down your back thigh. Inhale, your right arm overhead. So you're twisting your body still towards the left. Exhale, windmill your hands down to the floor. Step back. Flow through your vinyasa. Return to downward dog. And now we'll add some direction to the flow. So from the front of the mat, you'll always start with your right leg. Inhale, send it high. Exhale, bring your knee behind your right wrist. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, bow. Inhale, back up to 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring your knee in. Step forward, pivot and plant your back heel. Inhale, right arm overhead. Exhale, prayer twist. Inhale, reverse revolve lunge. Squeeze your inner thighs, draw your belly in. Exhale, come to triangle. Reach your right hand down to your thigh, to your shin. Drop your left hand. Inhale, take your right arm up, gaze up to your fingers. Exhale, right hand down and crawl all the way to the back of the mat, staying low. Right knee tucks behind your left hip. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, gaze back over your left shoulder. Inhale, turn forward, open up to half moon, stack your hips and your shoulders. Exhale, lower your right hand, step back, vinyasa. Repeating with the left leg from the back of the room, inhale it high, and we begin in pigeon pose. Lift your heart, hinge and fold. Inhale, right back up to 3-legged dog, and exhale, knee in, step forward, back foot down. Inhale, left arm overhead. Exhale, prayer twist. Left hand down your back thigh. Inhale, lift your right arm. Exhale, coming to triangle. Left hand to your shin or ankle. Inhale, right hand down, left arm up, twisted lunge. Lower your left hand and exhale, crawl. All the way around to the other side of the mat. Left knee behind right foot. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, gaze over your back shoulder. Start to turn forward to the front of the room. Drop your right fingers. Lean into your right foot. Inhale, your left arm and leg lift. Draw your belly in. Try to take some of the back bend out of this half moon pose. Exhale, flow through your vinyasa. And we'll add just on just a couple more pieces here. Inhale again with your right leg at the top of your mat. starting with pigeon pose. Back to three-legged dog. Step forward, reverse side angle, prayer twist, push into your palms, right hand down your back thigh, you're already set up for it, twisting your body to the right, then exhale, triangle, straighten your front leg. Inhale, drop your left hand, twist once again, right arm up. Exhale, hands low, crawl, stay low with your hips. Right knee behind left foot, inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, turn forward to the top of your mat, reach your right arm and leg up to half moon. This is where we ended. Exhale, bend your right knee, tuck it behind your bent left knee, and take your hands to heart center in a curtsy. Inhale, come up to stand. Bring your right knee into your chest. You can hold your knee here, or you can hold the bottom of your foot as you open up to dancing Shiva. Exhale, rest your right ankle on your left thigh, figure four. Inhale, reach both arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, pendulum back, hands to the floor, right foot down. And then we'll inhale, kick the left leg all the way up to three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knees, stack your hip, flip your dog, let your bum kiss the floor. Inhale, pop it up, look way back to the floor behind you. Exhale, right into pigeon pose. So we're taking the vinyasa out of the flow. Bow down. Inhale, come up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot forward. So see, it's an infinity flow. We keep moving from posture to posture without even doing any sort of vinyasa in between. Reverse side angle, prayer twist. Inhale, reverse revolve. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, twisted lunge. Reach your left arm up. Exhale, stay low. Crawl all the way around to the front of the mat. Inhale, reach your left arm. Exhale, look over your back shoulder. Lean forward into your right fingers, your right foot. Inhale, your left arm and leg up. Here's where we added on. Exhale, curtsy, hands to heart center. Inhale, right up to stand for your dancing Shiva twist. Exhale, figure four, maintain your balance. Inhale, reach your arms up, stay low with your hips. Exhale, hands to the floor, left foot back. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, bend your knees, stack, flip, kiss it down, pop it up, flip back for pigeon, and we begin again. You could take a few breaths in your pigeon pose. If you need to take a little rest, that's a good place to do it. I'm going to add on some music. And we'll start to move at the pace and at the rhythm of your own breath. So if you're flowing with me here, reverse side angle, prayer twist, reverse revolve, triangle. But you can flow a little quicker or even hold for a little while in a pose that feels good. Twisted lunge. Lower your hand, crawl all the way around to the back of the mat. Seated twist. Half moon. Here's where we added the curtsy. Up to dancing Shiva. Figure four. Inhale, reach, sit lower. Exhale, step back. Inhale, left leg to the ceiling. Bend your knees, stack your hip. Flip. Reach way overhead, try to find the floor with your gaze. Flip back, start again from pigeon pose. Left arm overhead. Prayer twist. Reverse revolve. Triangle pose. Twisted lunge. Nice low crawl to the other side of your mat. Seated twist. Half moon. Curtsy. Dancing Shiva. Figure four. Reach. Step back with your left foot. Inhale your right leg. Flip. Flip back for pigeon. Now really start to move at your own pace. I'll go silent now. Feel free to lift your gaze towards the TV or whatever you're watching this on if you get lost. Otherwise, just starting to move at your own pace.
Almost made me put my dreams on the shelf. I'm tripping.
Notice your breath changing as you flow. Notice your heat building as you flow. Again, Pigeon is a good place to hold if you need to take a few breaths, to take a break. You can always jump back into the flow whenever you're ready. See, I'm adding a few changes to my flow because this is what feels right for me now. Notice if that's happening with you as well. Don't be afraid to experiment. Don't be afraid to turn your half moon into perhaps a bound half moon. Don't be afraid to turn that perhaps into a dancer instead of curtsy and continue your flow from there. Maybe adding a standing big toe hold before you pendulum back. Let's go through one more round through the flow. Challenge yourself here to add in at least one pose that's different from the original flow. Even if it's something that you're not doing intentionally. Even if it's something you did by accident, maybe that's just where your body wants to go. Last side. Let's meet again in pigeon pose. So when you get there, just hold. We'll keep it upright. So making this a back bend.
Draw your belly in, lift through your heart. Curl your toes under. Lift your back knee up off of the floor. Yes, you're on your very tips of your fingers, or perhaps you bring your hands to your hips. Really brace through your belly. Drive the ball of your back foot down. If you want more, reach your arms up to the ceiling. Woo! Let's take 3 more breaths here. Last 2. Stay with it. One more strong breath. Exhale, your hands down. Send your right leg up and back to 3-legged dog. Breathe in. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Crawl all the way around to the back of your mat. Inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, bring your knee behind your left wrist. Let's set up for pigeon on the other side. We're staying upright. Start to walk your hands back in line with your hips. Draw your abdomen inward and upward. Curl your back toes under, lift your back knee off the floor. You might stay here with soft fingers or bring your hands to your hips or to heart center or all the way up to the ceiling. Let's take 3 more deep breaths in and out through your nose. And exhale, your hands down. Curl your back toes. Well, they're already curled. Inhale, send your left leg up. Exhale, step your left foot forward between your hands, crawling back around to the top of your mat. Step your right foot back to downward dog. From child's pose, press yourself up into downward dog. Inhale, send your right leg high to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your knee to your right shoulder. Nice and high, squeeze it in tight. See, I'm pushing the floor away rather than sinking into my shoulders. There's a lift and spread between my shoulder blades. My knee is connected to my right arm without using my right arm to hold my knee in place. Instead, I'm using the strength of my core and the strength of my obliques. Listen to the sound of your breath. Notice some vibration building in your body, some heat building. Can you lift a little higher for 5 more breaths? Maybe adjust the positioning of your shoulders. Shift them a little forward over your wrists. Push your shoulder blades apart. Last 3 breaths. And 1, lower back to downward dog or lift back to downward dog. Inhale to lift your heels. Exhale, bring your knees to the floor, sink your hips back into child's pose. Curl your toes under. Inhale, send your hips up and back and send your right leg to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your right knee into your chest and step your right foot forward. So we're on the same leg here. Draw your belly inward and upward and inhale. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Crescent lunge. Abdominals pull inward. Tailbone drops down so your pubic bone's sort of pointing towards where the wall in front of you meets the ceiling. Chest is broad. Arms reach high. Breath is strong and powerful. Lift your gaze. Open your heart. Bend a little deeper through your front knee. And then shift some weight into the ball of your front foot, your right foot, and lift your right heel off the floor. Just observe the sound of your breath. Observe the sensations you're experiencing in your body. Keep squeezing your inner thighs towards each other, drawing your belly inward and upward rather than sinking into your lumbar spine. Brace Brace as if you're wearing a corset and squeeze inward as you reach upward, stronger, higher. And one more big breath in. Exhale, release your hands to the floor, step back to downward dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, drop your knees down to the floor, sink your hips back to child's pose. Find your way into downward dog once again. Inhale your left leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, take your knee towards your left armpit or shoulder. Squeeze in nice and tight. Again, push the floor away from you so you're not sinking down, you're pushing and lifting. Maybe even shift more weight into your hands and less into your right foot so you're right on the very tip of your right big toe. Breath is strong. Last 3 deep breaths, that's all. And then step back to downward dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, come down to your knees, find child's pose. Back to downward dog. Last one here. Last heat building posture. Inhale your left leg to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your knee in, step your foot forward between your hands. Inner thighs engage. Inhale, reach both arms up. Crescent lunge. Brace your belly. Reach high and strong. Woo! Start to lean into the toes of your left foot and inhale your left heel off the floor. Bend deeper through your front knee. Squeeze tighter through your inner thighs. Brace your abs. Reach. Let it get a little bit uncomfortable. Let it get a little bit shaky. This is where the change happens. Last 3 deep breaths together. Keep lifting your front heel. Don't let it sink. Keep reaching your arms. Keep bracing through your abdominals. And then exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Step back to downward dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, lower down to your knees. Sink yourself back into child's pose. So from child's pose, find your way to seated. Open your legs out nice and wide. Just turn the volume down just a touch. Take your hands and use them to manually wrap your inner thighs down towards the floor. And your hamstrings back behind you. It'll give you a little bit more capability to hinge from your hip crease as we fold here. Take a moment to sit up nice and tall. Flex your feet to start. Exhale, walk your hands out in front of you. Let your head relax down. Let your feet relax completely. If you find you're really forcing yourself into the fold here, feel free to put a bend in your knees and even hold onto the backs of your legs, just lifting your chest forward. If you feel like you need something to grab onto, try to resist that urge. This is intended to be really passive. So even if that means you're just rounding out through your head and your shoulders, that's perfectly fine. If you're down on your forearms or even down on your belly, see if you can turn your palms up towards the ceiling and soften through your fingers. Allow yourself to experience the sensation of breath in your back, a widening of your spine, of your rib cage as you breathe in.
And softening down. Everything coming back into the midline of your body when you breathe out. Notice as you hold the posture what changes for you. Notice if anything's opening up in your inner thighs and your hamstrings. The longer that we hold these passive postures, really softly and without any muscular engagement, you can get into your fascia. So your connective tissue begins to stretch rather than your muscles. It's a totally different experience. And we have a tendency in our world to favor doing and feeling and forcing, and it's really energetic and yang practice, but our yin practice is just as beneficial. So give yourself the chance to be really soft and passive here, even if that means like grabbing a pillow or a few pillows to prop in front of you for this fold. We're gonna take just a few more breaths together. Come back to your breath. And then walk your hands up to sit yourself all the way up. Breathe in and breathe out. Take your legs together. Find your way to seated. And then we'll meet down on our backs. So meeting down on our backs. Tuck your knees up in towards your chest. Cross your left knee over your right knee, squeeze out your thighs, reach down for your ankles, hug your heels down towards your hips as you pull your knees in towards you without curling your tailbone up. So keep your sacrum down into the mat, and maybe even lift your head, put a slight tuck to your chin, and then relax the back of your head back down so your neck is long. Pull your left heel down a little bit more and squeeze your right heel a little closer to your left glute. Take a big breath in. Exhale, open your arms wide and let both knees drop over to the right. Turn your gaze over your left shoulder. You can allow your eyes to close here. If you'd like some more support, you can place your right hand on your left outer thigh, giving yourself a little pressure. Feeling some length in your QL, so your left side low back. Maybe even into your left hip. And notice how your breathing's already starting to slow down and soften, become lighter. Slowly inhale, bring your knees up through center. Cross your legs in the opposite direction, reaching down for your ankles. Draw your heels down towards your hips as you pull your knees in towards you at the same time. So it should feel pretty active with your upper body to draw down and pull in with your knees towards your chest while grounding down through your sacrum. So notice if your bum is curling up off of the floor. See if you can settle your low back and the back of your pelvis down to the floor. Breathe in and breathe out into your twist. Arms open wide, knees drop over to the left. Turn your gaze to the right. Allow your eyelids to become heavy. And again, you can use your left hand on your right outer thigh to give you a little more depth to your twist. Make your right shoulder heavy to the floor.
Inhale to draw your knees through center. Exhale, uncross your legs. Wrap your arms around your shins. Take your nose to your knees. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze. And with a big sigh, let it go. Take rest in your final Shavasana. Limbs extend out wide. So give yourself some space between your arms and your torso. Give yourself some space between your legs. Let your feet flap open and your hands relax. And allow yourself to just settle down and absorb everything that you've done. Feel free to stay here for as much time as you need, or slowly begin to wake yourself up. In time, you'll find yourself in a seated posture. Palms come together at the center of your chest. Sit tall and proud, thankful to yourself for dedicating this time out of your day to you, to your body, to your breath, to your mind, and to your health. Namaste.